Welcome back, everyone. My name is Triforce Addiction, and I have a very special video for you guys pertaining to New Horizons. So, as you guys can see in the footage right here, I do have the golden net. And for those of you guys who don't know how to get it, I'm pretty sure most of you guys that watch this have already, played an Animal Crossing game in the past. But for those of you who don't know, the golden net and the golden fishing rod are attained by collecting every single fish and every single bug in the game. So once you collect all of them, you wake up the next day in your town and you get a message from the faraway museums basically saying that, saying congratulations, you caught every bug in the encyclopedia or every fish in the encyclopedia. So I wanted to tell you guys my experience with this. So I'm not gonna lie to you, it was pretty easy, but at the same time it was kind of hard. And I speak specifically for the fish part because the bug one was pretty easy. I think it's easier than it probably should have been. Usually it would take me hours to find a tarantula, but usually it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes. Even a scorpion, I ended up catching all the bugs and all the fish, and not gonna lie to you, it took me hours and hours of playtime. Just look at the footage right here. I can easily catch a bee. That's how much experience I've already had with catching bugs in this game. And it's crazy because, I thought the bug catching physics, I thought everything about this game was going to be different. It's more or less the same. There are some bugs out there that have different characteristics. Specifically, one of them that I hated catching, and it's the most common bug of all. Well, one of the most common bugs of all time. It was actually the blue marlin. Well, not the blue marlin. What the hell? That's a fish. What I mean is the saw stag. So the saw stag is probably the hardest bug I had to catch, mainly because I guess it's very oversensitive. You can't really sneak. No matter how slow you try to sneak, it's not really gonna work for some reason. And I don't know why that is. It was really sensitive. It got to the point where I actually believed that this specific bug cannot be caught. But I actually did find out that you're actually not supposed to sneak up on it. You're supposed to walk up to it like very slowly, but not sneaking. And right when you think you're at a good distance, just press A and you'll catch it. It's a very weird way to catch a bug because any bug could be caught by just sneaking with it, but this one was a little bit more unique. I don't know if Nintendo messed up on this because I remember catching the saw stag back at New Leaf and it wasn't really that hard. You could just sneak on it and nothing would happen. I don't know what happened here. Maybe they just accidentally made it oversensitive. I'm not sure. No one really has complained about it. But yeah, that was one of my main complaints of catching the bugs. Other than that, really catching the bugs is pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. If you go to the deserted islands at night and during the summertime, you could pretty much catch every major stag beetle, like the Goliath beetle, the golden stag, and pretty much everyone else, and pretty much every other main stag beetle that there is, to be honest. But really, other than just that one bug, it wasn't really that difficult. Bug catching was probably the easiest of the two tasks that I had to do when it comes to gold tools. But the real problem, to be honest, was actually the fish. So let me explain to you guys more. I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this yet, but I think Nintendo kind of messed up when it came to, looking at the fish by their size. I don't think they actually worked on that really well, to be honest, because it's in this game, for some reason, it's really, really hard to tell if you're gonna catch a gigantic fish. Back in New Leaf or back in every other Animal Crossing, if you could immediately tell that this was there was a giant fish that you could catch, and that's what made it difficult for me, especially for the blue marlin. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the blue marlin is an absolute bitch to find, and especially since that it's only located at the pier, which is just a single bridge in the ocean, just on the shore. So just having it in one place just makes it even more difficult for it to come out. And not only that, it's just also that the fact that the sea bass has a very common size with the fish. Well, mainly with the larger fish, like the coelacanth and the oarfish. So it took me a very, very long time, and I was searching around July to find it. And I kept, I was, even with food bait, even with fish food, even with the bait, it wasn't, it still felt like it was impossible to find this fish. And whenever a big one did show up, it was either an oarfish or a Napoleon fish. And it just took me such a long time to find it. And honestly, I was beginning to lose my patience, and I was actually starting to believe that this fish did not exist. It was getting to the point. It took me like maybe a day and a half just to find this fish, and that's one problem. This one huge gripe I have with this game. I mean, first, like I said, the sea bass size is too similar to the giant fish, and it wasn't like that before. I mean, back in New Leaf or back in like City Folk or even the original Animal Crossing game, when you saw a big fish, you kind of like knew it was a rare one. But this one's just like, okay, is this gonna? It's like a 50-50. It's gonna be a sea bass, or it's gonna be like a coelacanth or something, you know? And that's the funny part. I mean, I literally caught every shark like maybe 3 times over before I even caught the blue marlin. And that should never be that case, because I mean, the blue marlin, yeah, it's a rare fish, but it should never be that rare. I don't know why they make the blue marlin this rare. I mean, I've always had trouble finding it in every Animal Crossing game, but this one was just, it was just ridiculous. I mean, this fish, I could tell you right now, did not want to be caught at all. and I'm not like messing with you. I mean, this fish like would haunt my nightmares at night whenever I was trying to find a way to catch it. And I was happy when I did, but then I realized I had to catch a tuna, which was also at the pier during January. So I was just like, oh man, I completely forgot the tuna existed. But it didn't take me as long. Maybe it took me like 1/4 of the time that it took me to catch the blue marlin. And get this, while I was catching this fish, or like trying to catch, I caught literally 3 blue marlins. And I was just like, wow, why weren't you there when I needed you, you know? It's kind of one of those, Animal Crossing is one of those games, you know, like when you try too hard looking for a specific bug or a specific fish so you can complete your collection, they're never there. But once you finish collecting them, they're all over the place. It's Animal Crossing logic for you. And I forgot to mention to you guys, like once you do actually unlock these, you don't actually get the net itself or the golden fishing rod itself. Once you get the mail from the Faraway Museum, they give you a DIY recipe on how to make it. So basically what it consists of is just making a regular net or a regular fishing rod and just mixing it with the golden nugget, and that's how you make the golden fishing rod. It's not really too difficult to make, but the only downside is that the tools do break. So they are not unbreakable. They do have a certain lifespan for them. I'm pretty sure that I haven't really broken my fishing rod and my net, mainly because I have them on display in my house. But my best guesstimate is that it does take maybe like it probably has like a lot more durability than the average shovel or the average, you know, the average tool basically. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll take forever to break, because getting these golden nuggets is actually pretty difficult. It does take a while, and you could keep skimming through all these deserted islands, and I'm pretty sure you'll hardly ever find one. I've found maybe like 3 or 4 in this whole island's lifetime, you know? It is pretty rare to find, I'm not gonna lie to you. But also, other than just getting the net and the golden fishing rod, you do get these set of challenges called the golden milestone. So what this challenge entails is that the more golden tools that you collect, which there are, I believe 6, the more of the stamps will be filled. So basically, I have 2 stamps so far, consisting of the golden fishing rod and the golden net. So that means I would have to get the golden axe, the golden slingshot, as well as the golden watering can. So it does take a while to actually finish this challenge, and I'm still grinding my ass off to get the golden slingshot, the golden axe, and the golden watering can. So it is going to take a little bit more time, but I will have a video, you know, like a showcase of all the golden tools once I do get them. But yeah, other than that, I just want to let you guys know that, you know, I just want to let you guys know how, I guess, difficult it was, or like how easy. I just want to show you like how my experience was. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. I'm just extremely tired from grinding all this stuff, but yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to leave a comment and leave a like if you did like this video. Make sure to be subscribed. Make sure you ring that notification bell whenever a new video comes up. And once again, my name is Triforce Addiction. Have a wonderful day.